football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on last year's national champions, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wilson will throw. Rush is on him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's McWilliams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Finds a tight end. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Going for the big play. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
And this defense is dialed in. This is fun to watch. The pass defense all being on a string, understanding their responsibilities, almost had another interception there. They are hunting the football.
Lost to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Ferguson. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up play plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
In the red area, it's Johnson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And as he throws, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll feel the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He wants to change this route. Wilson to pass. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do you do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
Makes a connection. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to impose their will with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The kick is on its way. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Quarterback may change this route. Wilson will throw. Forced out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the 2nd. Give to the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Wilson to pass. Pressure coming. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He'll try the left side. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Snap it to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 4 over Purdue. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plows through the defense. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Slithers into space. Turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Sun Devils will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Off play action on first down. Steps away. Fires on the move. The receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Got out of trouble and throws. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Quarterback now breaking the field. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Bringing it back.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Under fire. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wilson will throw. Here's a heat. Complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else on the play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Direct snap. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down.
Hey, fourth down, I need a first down. Go to the plays I do well. What do I do? What have I done well all through camp? What have I done well all throughout my career? Call those plays, have success, get the first down.
Now adjusting. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, I I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's the handoff. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Unloads quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Looks it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Wilson to pass. Here's the pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up.
Here we go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snags it quickly on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Got the quick pass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Sun Devils are on the move. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air on second down. Extending the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's quick. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Hard-hitting tackle.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just step it up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Offense changing the play. Wilson will throw. Dances away. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man by himself. He's loose on the right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And wings it incomplete.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ferguson. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Touchdown, Arkansas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Brings it in down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. That's reeled in. It's Stokes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big...
Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understand they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Find some fresh air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wilson to pass. Throwing right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. From the 42, if they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. first play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's quick. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's going to let it go. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big fella moving. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have... On the ground, it's Washington. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, better look out! Knocked off his feet.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he
fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Grab near the marker, it's Prentice. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him and nobody's close. Touch! This time they'll go to the running game. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. Makes his man miss. And he's dragged down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown! Trying to get the edge on the toss. There he goes. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Returns it down to the... They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Prentice. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle, it's Cameron. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter.